said at the beginning, I was just finding my way through the system. And I was at an age where I knew I was going away for a very long time. So it was very, very difficult on the mind. And I think the yoga, when I started doing the yoga, I was going onto the landings. After I'd been doing the yoga for, say, 3 or 4 months, I was going onto the landings, and I was quite a happy chap, Sort of guys were sort of coming to me and saying to me, how come you're so calm? You're going away for a long, long time. And I just said, it's the yoga and meditation that's carrying me through. And this is where the teachings came then, because then they started saying, well, can we do a bit? And I'd say, okay. And one of my main teachings that I did was the breathing, because in there people suffer so much with anxiety, So I started learning more, and I had this breathe to believe and believe to receive sort of thing that I used to say to the lads and teach them, And as I moved through the jails, and I remember, I think I'd been away about 18 months, 2 years, maybe a little bit longer than that, and I was sat in my cell, and I just thought, I'll just do, it was, I can't remember what time it was, but I just thought, I'll just do a little half-hour meditation. And when I came round, it's like 2.5 hours had passed. And that moment in time, if they were to give me my mat and just let me out of the jail, and I didn't need anything else. And I mean that seriously. I'd found myself then at that particular time, and that carried me through for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. Can't remember exactly how long I was there. Well, that was the turning point for me when I realised, when I found myself that afternoon, I really found the person within and what I had and what I could offer other people. And that's what I did. I carried it through my teachings. And I always, can I just tell you this? Because this was, there was a chap in there that smoked spice. And he'd had an accident with himself, and he'd blinded himself completely blinded himself. And they came to me, the staff, and they said to me, look, can you take him into the gym and just take him through? He used to do weights and stuff, and I took him into the gym. And, we was pacing out from one machine to the other and stuff. And I said to him, what about yoga? And he went, I can't do yoga. I'm blind. And I said, can I tell you something? That's the only tool you need. I said, because when I'm doing yoga and I close my eyes, I can't see anything. And he said, okay. And I taught this. He was a man of 30. Josh, he was called. And I taught him for the next 8 months. And I used to put my own time, and I used to teach. They used to give him 2 or 3 hours in the gym, and then Sunday mornings I'd go over to his cell and I'd teach him. And I kid you not, after 4 or 5 months, if you'd have seen Josh and I on a mat at the side by side, you wouldn't have been able to tell there was anything wrong with the guy. We were just flowing through, moving through, and he carried that through. He got released about 9 months later on, you know what I mean? But that was one of my proudest moments whilst I was away teaching him, And I used to also, without going into it too much, I used to go and teach in the block. I taught murderers. I taught violent men. And I used to go. I remember this. I remember the block. I went to the block to teach, and there was 4 prison guards came down with this little South American guy, and he was proper angry-looking little guy. He was. And I looked at him and went, 4? And he went, proper dangerous little man this guy was. So I said, okay. They said, are you going to be all right? I said, close the door, you're fine. So we got in, and he was all jumping about, hyper and everything, you know. And I said, just calm down, calm yourself down. Take it easy, let's take a breath. He said, I don't want to do it. I said, just give me 15 minutes. I said, after 15 minutes, I said, you still don't want to be with me? You can go. We did a session for 55 minutes. And when they opened that door, the prison guards looked at me and they looked at him and they went, oh my God. They couldn't believe it. It was like he'd had a tranquilizer. And they said, we cannot believe it. And that was the power of the yoga and the meditation and the belief that's in me now that I carry out there now. I still teach. I don't teach for money. I teach for people that really want to do yoga, yeah, and meditation or the breathing side. That's what I do. Thank you.